What's up, reprobates? This is my response to Lynn Sanity, Jeremy Lin. I liked him in the height of his career. You know what I'm saying? When he was with the New York Knickerbockers. I'm gonna say it as when, rest in peace, older homeboy of mine, well, really of my aunt's, Walt Bellamy played for what they say the whole name, the New York Knickerbockers. He is from J.T. Barber High School, the all-black high school in New Bern, North Carolina, the J.T. Barber Warriors. It later became a ninth grade freshman high school, and then it later became J.T. Barber Elementary School. So of course, I didn't catch the elementary school, and there I went to Trent Park, and I was a couple of school years away from attending J.T. Barber, which was in the Larksville, Duffield area. So we have a lot of Hall of Fame, not to get off the subject, basketball and football players right from New Bern, North Carolina. We also have Pro Bowler Brian Simmons, who played for the Cincinnati Bengals and ended his career, if I'm not mistaken, with the New Orleans Saints. But yeah, I liked his game. He was averaging at one time when Melo was hurt and things of that nature. Well, not things of that nature. Melo was hurt, and he was averaging 25 points. He had a lot of turnovers, but he was always good. I also saw him play with other NBA teams. I think he's with Brooklyn right now. I think he might have came into the league with the Golden State Warriors pre Steph Curry and Splash Brothers and stuff like that, but not too much before that. My point is this: stop crying about racial inequality as a Chinaman or whatever you are, or as an Oriental man. Before you do that, why don't you get the Chinese people to first of all acknowledge that where they come from. Oriental people come from a tribe in Africa in which the women and men still have the chinky eyes. That's where y'all get that from. So why don't you stop the racial inequality that are done by Chinese people and other Oriental people, like the guy I have pictured in the thumbnail from the African Diaspora Channel, who burned down 60 homes, Congolesian homes. Why don't you tell them to stop being racial in Africa and calling people monkeys and things of that nature when you guys come from the third race children of the white people and they come from dogs? Why do you think races other than black contract hair lice, which are parasites? Stop the Oriental people, Chinese, Cantonese, or otherwise, from selling the women hair, which they are silly for still dealing with them people. But at the same time, genocide is genocide. Stop selling hair with worms on it from your country, and they're getting in the skulls, penetrating through the skulls and entering the brain of black women. Stop trying to beat the black. Why don't you get your guys to stop beating up the black women in the nail shops and hair salons and the beauty supply stores? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you stop Chinese people like I had to work with from being racial towards black people before you ask for equality and racism? You need to be called Wuhan. Your people over there fricasseeing bats, for crying out loud. Come on, man. For crying out loud. We on ESPN now, huh? Shitting me. Come on now. So let's worry about that part of it, man. Worry about because a lot of the great value racism comes from the Latino community, where the Mexicans and the Hondurans and stuff like that, Arabs and, the third world race children, offspring of Esau. So maybe you're in the right for what you're saying, but won't you achieve racial equality within it being rendered from your people? Then maybe you won't be called Wuhan boy or Kung Flu. And Trump a fool for that, man. Like I said in my prior videos, I laughed with him and at him. That guy he's done. That man said Kung Flu. I laughed for about 2-3 days, man. Not because of what he was saying and who he was saying it to, just the gall and the immaturity level of that guy. Well, y'all hired an entertainer. I bet you voted for Donald Trump. Who you vote for? Who you vote for before you get that? Because the Mexican people here complained about Donald Trump and he got 40% of the Mexican vote. Right here in Texas. On both terms, on both attempts to be president. Well, of course, it wasn't an attempt on the first one because he was elected. But he was elected. Those votes here in Texas were more than 40% of the what's called the Hispanic Mexican community. So, man, soak that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already had Dr. Zulu from Star Trek do this for homosexuality and Oriental people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got y'all reparations in this country. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you try to speak out for that? Which I know where our true reparations could come from. Cause when the children that were created by his name repent for their sins, you know what I'm saying, we'll be healed and we'll be on the pinnacle of the earth. So that's where whitewash stems from. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like this game and stuff like that. I haven't seen him too much. Now, I saw him getting the game, I think, last season for the Brooklyn Nets. I'm not sure if that was him or was an Oriental guy with long hair. I'm pretty sure it was Jeremy Lin. But yeah, suck that shit up, man. Shit, what you want? Y'all want more reparations? Yeah, you trying to int for more reparations for Chinese people, ain't you? Suck that shit up, man. That shit is insanity. You crying like a little old punk style Oriental Karate Kid boy over racism. Over people that are being killed by the police, man. Y'all ain't being killed by the police. Y'all children ain't being abducted for child sex trafficking. Which the Christians started through Christopher Columbus. It were popes and shit like that on them boats too. Raping little girls. They alleviated a whole race of people in Espanol. They painted the people as they saw them. They were black. They were described as black and handsome by his pedophile ass. He said the men, women, you know y'all some weird motherfuckers. Everybody that's in that Christian ideology. Y'all try to cover up the history of the start of pedophilia and slavery and sex trafficking. And wanting to give a man a holiday. Y'all some nasty, horny motherfuckers, boy. Got to be more careful. Man alleviated the whole race of people. Said they would make excellent slaves. Said the men, women, children, and elders are handsome. How can a little girl or don't answer this question. This is a rhetorical question, reprobates. How can a man, woman, or child be handsome? Why? How can everybody be handsome, man? Y'all is crazy, man. Y'all is crazy, boy. But yeah, suck that shit up, man. Get on your Kyle Korver and acknowledge the racism that you done turned the cheek on for so long for your fellow teammates and things of that nature. This is an insanity.